October the 17th, 2019. You're looking at the 10 a.m. update from the National Hurricane Center, guys. And we have potential tropical cyclone 16. Now, they are predicting it to rapidly develop into a tropical storm. And by Friday, you check out this map, guys. You've got problems off the Louisiana coast along that long area of the Mississippi River. Now, right now we have 35-mile-per-hour winds. It's moving north at 8 miles per hour, but that's going to change, and it's going to start moving northeast rather quickly. And if you look by 7 a.m. Saturday, this thing's ashore, guys, along the Georgia, Alabama, Florida corner right there. That's the center, according to this. Now, we're going to look at some things, and I'm watching just a little further south, and I'll show you why. But right now, again, tropical storm warnings in blue, tropical storm watches in the yellow areas. It's going to come on you very quickly, guys. And especially Louisiana, you're going to feel the first effects of the storm. Regardless of the strengthening, this is more about the timing and the probable path. Again, that front that's coming down has me a little concerned. But notice by 7 a.m. Sunday, this thing's up in North Carolina and pulling offshore. Still a tropical storm. Now, you've got a 60% chance of tropical storm force winds in this area. Now, that's at the current prediction. We are in grand solar minimum, and things are crazy with the weather the last 2 years. As the northeast of the U.S. just went through a hell of a storm, and they're still encountering it. We've got over 500,000 people without power up there, and it's the storm I said to watch for a couple of videos ago, and that thing has broken records on low pressure. There's trees down, there's cars flooded, boats flipped, hurricane force winds. They got a hurricane when you look at the stats on that. But 16 again, 35-mile-per-hour sustained winds, movement north, which is going to change again, 8 miles an hour. If you notice at the bottom, it's a 90% chance this thing will become a tropical storm within 48 hours. And again, that was the 10:57 a.m. update. Now, this storm is still located at the southern edge of the entire Gulf of Mexico, still in the Bay of Campeche. You're just about to come out, and that's when the winds are going to change. But notice this curve, guys, and as I pull let the video roll forward, that front that we've been watching with all the rain through the southeast is still pushing somewhat to the south. Notice the curve there. So you guys from the Tampa area upward, just keep your eyes on this in case we get a last-minute curve to the right. We've seen it happen before. But there's a lot of moisture involved in this, and it's sending a tremendous amount out in front of it. Again, bottom left is where the center of circulation is for the storm. And if you look across the Gulf of Mexico, again, this storm is going to make one of the longest tracks that you can make inside of the Gulf itself. Notice two models, friends down in Jacksonville and Tampa area. They have now recognized that front that's moving south. Yesterday, the models and last night were up in the Alabama, Florida panhandle. But we have two now, the TABD and the TABS models, showing it being steered further south by the front. That's what I'm saying. And that was updated 12:30. Again, the time, we'll just look at the timing from the Sky Tower. Now, Friday at 8 a.m., that's in the morning, 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm, okay? Now, so Friday, again, in the morning at 8, guys, you need to be ready for this because within 12 hours, it's going to be past you. And again, by Saturday morning at 8 p.m., it's ashore on the your Alabama, Georgia, Florida line right there. Now, this is the Navy model, October 17th today. This is the bombogenesis we talked about, I think, in the last couple of videos. And it's broken records. Again, you've got over 500,000 people with no power right now. Winds were over 70 miles an hour. That's over hurricane strength. You might as well call it a hurricane. But it's setting records all across the Northeast as far as barometric pressure. Now, also, the Navy model has a different timing on the storm. Notice the 18th, the center the low pressure is setting just south of Louisiana line. And tomorrow is the 18th. It's now getting caught up in that front and moving rapidly. The 18th, it's touching the tip of the Mississippi River where it comes into the Gulf there. But it's starting to slow down according to the Navy model. So be prepared. Here it is Saturday, not ashore, but almost in the same place, moving slightly north. Now, if you got a lot of wind and a lot of rain, that means more and more flooding. In the 19th, it's moving fast. Now it's due south of Pensacola, still offshore, into the 19th. We'll move it forward. 19th, it is ashore somewhere in the Panama City area as far as the center. And then still the 19th, it's up in that area crossing the Alabama and Georgia line. So there's a little slowdown according to the Navy model, guys. We need to watch it. Pay attention to it. I will do an update this afternoon. You can see it exits out into the Atlantic right there in North Carolina by the 20th. But this bomb cyclone, guys, up in the northeast, this came in at 11:21 a.m. It's knocked out power for hundreds of thousands. You can pause this and read through it. It has, this says, the powerful storm that hammered the northeast Wednesday into Thursday strengthened fast enough to be classified as a bomb cyclone. The flooding rain and hurricane-force winds caused problems for millions. And it did, and it still is. There are, if you go to AccuWeather, guys, there's videos there of boats flipped in the harbors, things like that, trees down on top of houses, flooding in the street, including automobiles. It's just like it's a hurricane. My point is, in going there and looking at that, if you, again, AccuWeather, and you'll see different videos of this, is that we need to watch the storm in the Gulf of Mexico, and just in case it gets involved in this rapid development. Again, here's from Duxbury, and this is from the Duxbury Fire Police Public Information. I think this may be in Maine, guys. I'm not sure about it, but go there and check this out. They're talking about storms strengthened at fast enough pace into Thursday to be classified as a bomb cyclone. What, again, that means you just drop 24 millibars in 24 hours. On Wednesday, AccuWeather meteorologist Jesse Farrell predicted that the storm may allow new pressure records to fall, and it has. It's all in that article, guys. Go there and check it out. We will update this and the storm that will more than likely, before the day's over, be called Nestor. It's a heads up. Be safe.